Did you know there are secrets buried deep in the heart of England? Puzzles that have baffled experts for centuries. From phantom armies marching across the sky to legendary beasts lurking in the shadows. These are the tales that time forgot, but the land remembers. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're not just telling stories. We're stepping into the mist-shrouded landscapes of England to explore its most enduring and unsolved mysteries. These aren't just fairy tales whispered by the fireside. They are historical enigmas, strange sightings, and local legends that continue to defy explanation. So, grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's journey together into the heart of the unknown. Our first stop is the windswept moors of Devon, home to the chilling legend of the Beast of Bodmin. For decades, locals and tourists alike have reported seeing a large, black, panther-like cat roaming the desolate countryside. The descriptions are remarkably consistent: a sleek, powerful feline with piercing yellow eyes, far larger than any native British wildcat. Farmers have found livestock mysteriously mauled, with tracks too large for any known local animal left behind. In 1995, the sightings became so frequent that the government launched an official investigation. They examined countless photos, plaster casts of paw prints, and even alleged video footage. The conclusion? No verifiable evidence of a big cat. Yet, the sightings persist. Was it a mass hallucination? A collection of escaped exotic pets breeding in the wild? Or is there truly a mysterious predator stalking the moors of Bodmin? The official verdict is unproven, but for those who have seen it, the beast is very, very real. What do you think is lurking out there in the dark? Next, we travel to the quiet county of Suffolk, to a small village called Woolpit. Sometime in the 12th century, during the reign of King Stephen, villagers made a bewildering discovery. Two children, a brother and a sister, emerged from one of the wolf trapping pits that gave the village its name. But these were no ordinary children. Their skin was entirely green. They spoke an unknown language, and they wore clothes made of a strange, unfamiliar fabric. The villagers took them in, but the boy, who was sickly, soon passed away. The girl, however, thrived. She was eventually baptized and learned to speak English. When asked where she came from, she described a land called St. Martin's Land, a place of perpetual twilight where everything was green. She claimed that she and her brother had been herding their father's flock when they heard a loud noise, like the ringing of bells, and suddenly found themselves at the wolf pit in Woolpit. Over time, her green skin faded to a normal compaction, and she went on to marry a local man. Historians have debated this for centuries. Was it a garbled account of Flemish immigrants, a symbolic tale about otherworldly beings, or something else entirely? The story of the Green Children of Woolpit remains one of history's most charming and baffling puzzles. Let's move forward in time to the English Civil War, and a mystery that took place not on a battlefield, but in the sky itself. On a cold evening in January 1642, shepherds on Edge Hill in Warwickshire witnessed a terrifying spectacle. The sky above the old battlefield, where a bloody clash had occurred just months before, filled with the ghostly apparitions of the phantom armies. They heard the sounds of clashing swords, the thunder of cannons, and the screams of dying men. The vision reenacted the entire battle in the clouds. This wasn't a one-time event. The spectral battle reappeared on subsequent nights, witnessed by so many people, including respected local gentlemen and ministers, that a report was sent to King Charles I. He dispatched a commission of royal officers to investigate. When they arrived, they had to witness the ghostly replay. What's more, they claimed to recognize some of the ethereal soldiers, including prominent officers who had died in the original battle. Was this a rare atmospheric phenomenon, a case of mass psychological trauma from the war, or did the echoes of that brutal conflict somehow imprint themselves onto the very landscape and sky? The Edge Hill Phantom Battle is one of the most well-documented paranormal events in British history, and it remains utterly unexplained. From phantom armies, we turn to a lone phantom that has haunted London's Highgate Cemetery for over 50 years. This isn't your typical ghost story. It's a saga of rival ghost hunters, public hysteria, and a terrifying figure known as the Highgate Vampire. It all began in the late 1960s when a group of young people interested in the occult started frequenting the cemetery. They reported a tall, dark figure with hypnotic, glowing red eyes. One witness claimed the entity had thrown him to the ground. Soon, local newspapers picked up the story, and a media frenzy ensued. Two men, David Fart and Sean Manchester, emerged as rival vampire hunters, each claiming they were the one to destroy the creature. In 1970, on Friday the 13th, a huge mob of thrill seekers descended on the cemetery, armed with stakes and crosses, hoping to witness a showdown. Of course, no vampire was officially found. Manchester later claimed he had found and staked the creature in a nearby house, while Fart maintained the entity was a non-vampiric spirit. To this day, people report strange occurrences in the cemetery, sudden drops in temperature, watches stopping, and the feeling of being watched by an unseen presence. Was it all just media hype and rivalry? Or does a dark guardian still watch over the graves of Highgate? Our final mystery takes us to the legendary landscape of Glastonbury. For centuries, this area has been associated with King Arthur, the Holy Grail, and Joseph of Arimathea. The central myth is that Joseph, after the crucifixion, traveled to Britain and buried the Holy Grail at the foot of Glastonbury Tor, a prominent hill topped by a tower. It's said that a spring, now known as Chalice Well, burst forth from the spot. Its waters running red because they flow over iron-rich pebbles, symbolizing the blood of Christ. For thousands of pilgrims, this water is believed to have healing properties. Furthermore, in 1191, the monks of Glastonbury Abbey claimed to have discovered the graves of King Arthur and Queen Guinevere. They unearthed a massive oak coffin containing the skeletons and a lead cross inscribed in Latin, identifying them as the legendary king and his queen. But was this a genuine discovery or a clever hoax? At the time, the abbey needed funds after a major fire, and a discovery of this magnitude would have guaranteed a flood of wealthy pilgrims. The bones and the cross have since been lost, so we can never know for sure. Is Glastonbury a true portal to a mystical past, the final resting place of Arthur, or a masterclass in medieval marketing? The legends are so deeply woven into the place that separating fact from fiction is almost impossible. From ghostly armies to mythical beasts and legendary kings, England's landscape is a library of unsolved mysteries. These stories challenge our understanding of history, science, and the world around us. They remind us that even in our modern, technological age, there are still things that lie just beyond our comprehension. Which of these mysteries captivates you the most? Do you have a local legend from your own area that defies explanation? Let us know in the comments below. We love reading your stories and theories. If you were as fascinated by these unsolved English myths as we were, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. We have so many more strange tales and historical enigmas to explore together. Hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next journey into the unknown. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep questioning.